Alton Towers. One sentence, one word, one syllable. Wow. Hey guys, welcome back to Airtime Addict. Sorry about not uploading recently. I've had a bit of trouble with the editing software that I've been using, so I've had to get a new one. And I've been struggling to find great content to keep you guys going. But now, today, we're going to be talking about the future of Alton Towers. And by that I mean, the past 40 years at Alton Towers have been good ones. You've had amazing additions like Nemesis, Smiler, and Wicker Man. But the next 3 to 4 years are going to be amazing. We are going to have things coming up like Project Horizon, the Curse at Alton Manor, and a special one that for some reason nobody is talking about. Why? But now, let's get on with the first one. And this first one is something very special to me, as it was, I wrote it twice before it closed because I was an absolute wuss. And I wrote it twice the day before it closed. But yeah, just take a look at this. Big ups to Alton Towers and more for creating that amazing trailer. I'm not sure if he'd worked with the park to do that or not, but by the looks of it, it looks amazing, this new attraction does, and I'm pretty sure it will pay amazing homage to the original Jewel. And just whilst we're on the subject of Jewel, I really enjoyed that ride for the 2 times I rode it, and was really sad when it got removed. And I do think that the new ride will be much scarier. And now we've got the concept art. And what do I think about this concept art? Well, I really think that the ride will have dolls included in it. Because if you went during the Scarefest season, they had these peekaboo boards where you could peer through and a doll would jump scare you. As well, off to the left and right of the track, you can see dolls, and the house is actually opening like a doll house. So yeah, I do think that the ride will include dolls and also Emily Alton, because you can clearly see her just covering her eyes in front of that dollhouse jewel thingy. There's been a lot of controversy about the ride's name, The Curse at Alton Manor. Personally, I really like it, but do think it is a bit long. But I do think that overall the ride will be a great addition to Alton Towers and another great UK dark ride. While the Nemesis retrack, this has been on a lot of UK enthusiasts' radar just recently. Nemesis is getting black track, Nemesis is getting new track, and it might also be getting new trains. Yeah, a lot of people liked Nemesis the way it was and didn't want it to change, but personally, I think that retracking it is a good idea for Alton Towers because the ride will be 30 years old when it reopens, and retracking it means it will operate for another 30 years to come, and then they can even retrack it again for another 30 years because I definitely think this ride will outlive me and a lot of other people because they can literally just keep retracking it. The ride is too popular to go away, really. And yeah, I do personally think that the new ride will get vest restraints. But personally, I do like vest restraints. I know it's a very controversial opinion, but I am a young child with skinny legs. So, yeah. And I do think, once again, that the Nemesis retrack is a great move from Alton Towers and will be so successful. Also, we've got the controversy about Nemesis receiving black track. I think that I've always thought that Nemesis's colour scheme didn't really fit the ride's theme. I know it's meant to be just steel pinning this creature down, but the colour scheme doesn't really make sense. But I think black and red track really will because it'd look more like the monster. And I also think that due to the black and red track, the ride will have a new storyline, still intertwining with Nemesis and the Phalanx. But I personally think it is more, whilst they were trying to retrack it, it escaped and wreaked havoc around the park. And yeah, I do think that it will get a new storyline, new trains, and a new colour scheme. And once again, I think it is a very, very smart choice for Alton Towers to retrack the ride. Yes, you heard right. Enterprise is being removed. How do I know this? In a recent drone footage video that Squadding Quads posted, you could see workers dismantling lots of Enterprise's structure, and it is now just the hydraulic arm left. And yeah, this is so exciting because Enterprise's plot of land is quite big and could be used for a great new attraction. What do I think it is? Stick around in a sec because I'll tell you. Removing Enterprise opens up a big circular plot of land here that could be used for a new flat ride. But removing it also opens up a bigger plot of land here. Now, what do I think could go on that plot of land? Well, it's clear it's going to be just an RMC T-Rex. No, actually being realistic, I think that there could be a new flat ride. What kind of flat ride? Well, I would love to see some sort of tower ride, like a drop tower. Something similar to Detonator at Thorpe Park. Because Alton Towers lack a good extreme tower ride. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be very tall, but I just want a drop tower basically. Yes, Project Horizon, the big box roller coaster. What is going inside? Well, nobody knows yet, do we? We're going to have to wait and find out. But what I personally think will be going inside is a roller coaster. Maybe something a bit more family orientated, like a family thrill coaster. Something similar to 13, like on that level of thrill, with a few unique elements. And I settled on a zero family launch coaster, something like the Bolton at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Why this ride? Because it'd give Alton Towers a unique roller coaster with a drop track. Because 13, as good as it is a bit boring in the first half. The drop track is alright, and the rest of the ride is alright as well. The Bolton can have launches and a drop track and maybe a backwards section, and it wouldn't be too similar to 13 either, which I think is a really good idea. And now we've reached the end of the video, I know. Well, you can like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. 50 likes and I might do a similar video for Thorpe Park. And yeah, I'll see you around for a bit.